Hello and welcome to the fourth annual Hearts Softball Media Day. NAISB is delighted to again host the 2025 edition of Hearts Softball Media Day. I am your host, Reagan Harrell, and today we're looking forward to talking with fourth year head coach of the Culver-Stockton College Wildcats, Rod Radcliffe and Catalina Hunt. Coach Catalina, how are y'all both doing today?
Really
Good. How are you?
well.
Awesome, awesome. Coach, so let's talk about your team. What excites you most about your squad this upcoming season?
Yeah, it's gonna be what I like about it is we got a lot of returning players back, and then we'll have a mix of other athletes that are joining this year. We did lose a few seniors, and which you do every year, but it's really exciting because we're starting now that we can start to rebuild from our reserve program that are coming up through our program, and so that those athletes have put in the time and commitment to get to the varsity level. And so they've earned it. And so it's really fun to watch him excel at that.
Coach, please introduce us to Catalina. Tell us about what she means to your program on and off of the field.
Yeah, Catalina is one of our captains. She's one of our main outfielders, plays center field. Will be kind of like a backup catcher for us a little bit too. So, but very, very good with her at bats and things like that. So she's been an offensive leader for us last year, and also our defensive leader in the outfield too.
Nice. Catalina, I'm sure you're really excited to get out of this winter weather and get back on the field. How excited are you for the upcoming season?
I'm really excited. We were all really excited about last year, and I think this year we're even one step closer. And like this, the team chemistry is really close this year, and I'm excited to see what we can do. So.
Catalina, can you tell us a little bit about your softball journey? What club team did you play for growing up, and just what made you fall in love with the sport of softball?
Yeah, so I was on Texas Glory, based out of Illinois, like in the Moline area. Um, got to do a lot of traveling with them. That was a pretty fun experience. And I first got into softball when I was little. I was like a multi-sport athlete, and my dad was big on baseball, so softball kind of just really came together with me. And then he was my coach for a little bit in like house ball and stuff, but then supported me on the side for travel ball. So.
Nice. How did you end up at Culver-Stockton? What made you want to be a Wildcat?
So, it's actually like a really funny long story that will make it short, but like how like everything happens for a reason. I didn't really believe that until here because I was actually committed to a different school, Lincoln College, but they shut down. And
Mm.
so I'm pretty sure I emailed Coach Rod at like 11 o'clock at night, and he gave me back right away. And we got a date set up. I went on a few visits, and I got to see the campus, which was really pretty. And then
Mm.
I obviously got to meet Coach Rod, and I knew that he really cared about players and player development, which I was looking for. Because at Culver, obviously, I was taking a leap. I was like 2 months from graduating high school, and I needed to find a school. And I'm happy I chose here, and I'm happy this ended up being where I was. So.
Awesome. It's definitely worked out for you. Coach, you've recruited a lot of great players like Catalina here. What do you look for in players when you're recruiting them to fit your program?
Well, there's a couple things. Definitely are looking for a good athlete. That's really, and we want them to have a passion for the game. That's really important to us too. But probably the biggest thing that we really focus on is, are they a fit for our type of a program? We want good attitudes. We want good people, and that want to come here get their degree. They're serious about their academics, but they also love the game of softball and they want to get better. They want to compete at the college level,
Mm.
and we're really doing a really good job on that throughout our whole program right now. It's been really fun to see that slowly start to grow each year, and so and our athletes, we really instill into them to work hard when they're out on the field, and they are doing that. That's another thing I would say, just gets better each and every year that they come in ready to work each day.
Okay, so let's learn a little bit about this year's squad. Who are some pitchers to watch out for this year for Culver Stockton?
Yeah, we got two pitchers returning that were starters last year. Penny Ruiz, she's senior. Lauren Sink's a senior. Both of those got about 2/3 of the innings. We'd start three pitchers mostly, sometimes four. And then we got a couple transfer pitchers in. We got Sophie Stewart is coming in to help us out in the pitching circle and stuff like that. Other positions too.
Yes, sir. How about outside
Oh,
the
yep. Okay. Yeah. So in our infield, we got one returner, Sierra Bush. She was our shortstop last year. She returns the sophomore. Outfield, we got our whole starting outfield back, which is really and it's kind of important too. People sometimes don't think about the outfield, but that's really kind of the glue to our defense is our outfield, and so we're really happy to have them. So of course, Kat will be back in the outfield. Um, Lacey Stamper and Riley Pacina will also be back. And then we do have what's really fun this year. We actually have a backup for every position this year where we feel confident with them coming in to play if we did have an injury or we need to rest someone or whatever. So that's really going to make our depth is really well. Uh, our starting catcher Maya Breeze is back also this year. And then we're going to be adding a couple other catchers that one transferred and one come up through our reserve team.
Awesome. So they got a great group. Obviously, great depth is something that's very important to make it through a full season. Once you get into postseason play, Catalina, from here on to when y'all take the field in a couple of weeks, what's something that you're going to be focusing in on your game in the preseason?
Really focusing on keeping my girls together because this is a team sport and we work best when we're all like really excited, and I just want to work on everyone staying hyped up because and then finishing the games.
Yeah, so y'all kicking off soon, January 31st through the 2nd. Y'all head to Sioux Center, Iowa at the American State Bank Complex. Kat, what are you looking to see from yourself and from your teammates early on?
Being aggressive at the plate, that got us through a lot of things last year when everyone really set into being aggressive and not taking as many pitches. So I'm excited to see everyone be more aggressive this year.
And coach, before we get to March and the gauntlet that is the Heart of America schedule, what are you looking to see from your team? What are you looking for them to accomplish prior to the Heart games?
Right. We chose the Dort tournament because last year we played three ranked teams uh, of our six games, and we got that again this year. There'll be three ranked teams, so kind of gives you the measuring stick right off the bat as you start and stuff, and just see the good competition, and we know that we can compete with them and things like that. Now it's just a matter of putting it together. And we tell our girls, you don't have to be great in January and February. We want to be good, but we want to be great more when we get to the conference season and things like that. So we're going to work hard on building a lot of depth. A lot of our depth players are new to varsity that came up through our reserves. So it's going to be kind of a nerve-wracking weekend for them, just because they're going to be nervous that first time. Um, and you can attest to that, Kat, were you nervous your first weekend when you started and things. So there's just something to that just to get out and play. And, and also then we can see what we really have to work on after we play that weekend.
Yeah, Kat, you're coming off a really good season, second team, all Heart of America conference. What did that honor mean to you?
It meant a lot. I was really excited when I got that because I worked really hard,
Mm.
and it was cool to call my dad. I know I bring stuff back to my dad, but being able to call him about that was pretty cool. But also to thank coach and my teammates because they helped me get there. So,
And what are some of your career goals for life after Culver-Stockton?
well, I'm a criminal justice major with a minor in child advocacy studies, and my plan is in the long run is the FBI, but I have 2 years work experience. So I'll probably come back home and work for the sheriff's department for a little bit, but we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, a couple years, we get in any trouble, coach, we know who to call, right?
Hopefully, I don't have to pay speeding tickets. That's the goal, right?
That's right. Uh,
I didn't see
uh,
any.
Coach Catalina, got one last fun question for y'all. Y'all are about to hit the road for a nice little Heart of America weekend road series, but first y'all got to stop at a quick trip or some gas station before you hit the highway. What are y'all going to be getting from the gas station? Coach, I'll start with you.
Oh, well, I gotta get sunflower seeds because usually someone will eat mine always. So they're always gone in the dugout and stuff. So that's always important. Um, and then I drink these ice drinks and flavored water like, and so yeah, I'm pretty basic and with it, but I do know what I want right away. So that's
Hey,
what I would get. Yep.
that's a very solid order. Kat, what about you?
Well, my pregame every time is a Mango Loco Monster and a Slim Jim. So,
Nice.
coach, I only drink monsters during season. Promise.
Sounds good.
Thank you both so much for your time and best of luck this season. Looking forward to covering Culver-Stockton softball this year.
Okay, thank you for having us.